Jordan with a screen on Ellis. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Shot clock at 5. That's a 2 from Paul. They get it back. Jordan kicks to Redick. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And a wide-open look for Freak. And the Pacers another 3.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Redick. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Here's Paul. A 26-point game for him in the win against Atlanta. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you know what? Very close to a 3-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
No good on the second free throw. Indiana leading by 11. And it's Ellis penetrating. And again, it's Indiana.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better. Check out the numbers for Jordan. First in rebounding, first blocks, and he's also number 2 league-wide in field goal percentage. You love his ability to score over the top of the defense.
And, you know, just going back real quick to the fact that he rebounds so well, I mean, that's a tremendous feat. He's a monster in the paint.
Redick dishes the ball. And stolen by Freak. Oh, and here we go. Ellis is getting... Whoa!
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Green, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Green's got his first 2 points of the night. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against the Atlanta Hawks.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Now here's Paul after Jordan Hill's miss. Paul kicks to Griffin. They kick it out to Green. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Griffin can't get it to go in, and it's the Pacers' ball. They're on an 18-5 run. George passes to Allen. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
Now here's Ellis. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Indiana.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Last outing for Indiana, they won that game against the Kings.
Their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like anytime the fans got a little hostile, they just started to take it up a notch from beyond.
The bombs were really falling, weren't they? I mean, great shooting, especially when you consider it was on the road.
And here's Griffin after Paul George getting his 3 to go.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Shots good by Ellis.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, it's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Now here's Paul. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Pacers lead by 21. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother. His dad was his coach.
You know, watching him kind of go through the
Well, talking about taking the right course, we know that the older brother of Blake Griffin, 3 years older, you know, he played, as did Blake, for their dad Tommy in high school, and they were terrific high school players and 4-time state champions.
I mean, it always helps to have a big brother who's kind of been there and done that and can share those experiences with you. Doesn't hurt to have a dad also who's a pro player either, and also a college coach.
Out of bounds.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Pacers team out there.
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
They've kept the ball moving, Greg, and their opponents chasing after it. That's how they've piled up all the points.
Griffin is out there with Garrett Temple. Then there's Hickson. Then it's Crawford. And it's Moore in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings wasn't happy with how he played. He chipped in his share of points and did a good portion of his work from the free throw line as he drew a good number of fouls. Just didn't put up the point totals that he is accustomed to and that his team leans on him for. We'll see if things go differently for him in this one.
Thank you, Doris. And just not the game he hoped to have, guys.
And I know he felt like he let his team down with that performance, and I'm betting he comes out here tonight with a lot of extra motivation.
Absolutely. The competitor in him is going to lead to playing with a chip on his shoulder. You can count on that.
Let's now take a look
can't
at some
guard
league
us on the
leaders with the
perimeter.
rundown of the best passing
the
big
floor,
men in the
nicely
NBA.
up top.
Over the
Spacing.
Blake Griffin, number one.
I don't care what level you're at, high school, college, or pros. When you have the combination of size and passing skill that he does, it gives your team a huge advantage.
Most certainly does. I mean, anytime you get a big guy who can pass it, I mean, it forces strange rotations for the defense. And he's thrown plenty of opposing defenses into chaos with his passing.
Moore dishes to Hickson, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Crawford. And that one's good. Freak.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Crawford kicks to Moore. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Crawford, no luck. Pacers leading by 18. Mahinmi passes to Shelton. Traps in the tray. Freak's got 17.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks. A chance now to see the numbers for Freak. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's right around 29 points a night, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. And he's a threat to go off in any game from anywhere. there.
Some guys just have the gift, and he's one of them. You need points, he's your go-to guy.
John Henson's checked in for Ian Mahinmi.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely from deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Turner with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it from beyond the arc and then some. Freak's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Pacers. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Feeds to Temple. Fires from deep. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, they really started to come on here in the second.
Clark, it's about how much more focused they look offensively here. They're trying to make up some ground.
It's deflected. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Moore. And Henson sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Crawford with the ball. Now defended by Freak.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded